welcome to my YouTube channel, or welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new, hi, my name is Lisa and I love everything colorful makeup. Yes, I do, especially indie brands. And in this video, I'm going to share with you my ranking of over 50 palettes that I have tried thus far in 2025. Y'all, it has been a journey and I am so happy that you guys are taking this journey with me. Again, if you're new, last year at the beginning of 2024, I decided to invest in my favorite indie brands and my collection has grown substantially, okay? Substantially. So, and I'm going to share with you this ranking. So let's get to it. Okay, grab your coffee, your toddy, your water, your Gatorade, what have you. Sit back and relax and enjoy the ranking. Hopefully you enjoy this type of content. I have a real hard time with rankings. I really do. And this really is like my second time ranking palettes ever, really. If you saw my video last December in 2024, my ranking of 66 palettes, and that was for all year, y'all. All year, 66 palettes. And this is about 6.5 months, and I have over 50. Yeah. Just because my opinion is where it's at with these does not mean that bad brands, bad formulas, or anything. It's just because of there are so many amazing formulas, and these brands are just amazing, and some of my top favorite indie brands, of course. And if you love a palette, and I've ranked it, you know, a little on the lower side, and it works for you, great. This is just my opinion, and these are really hard, but at the same time, I think they're fun too. I don't think I'll be doing too much swatching because it would take forever to get through this, but you never know with me. So here we go. Number 51 is coming in with Sigma. Okay, Sigma, this is the spicy eyeshadow palette. I actually had got this palette free with purchase. Again, it is sitting at 51. Not because the formula is horrible. This is the first palette that I've ever tried from Sigma. I have some OG palettes if I ever just want to have a neutral look, and it's just not going to be Sigma, and not this one in particular. So I felt like these were just, it just lacklustered for me. It truly did. So yeah, Sigma is coming in at 51, and at 50 is coming in with ColourPop Stone Cold Fox. It's a neutral palette. This just, again, I've used it twice, and the looks that I created with it have been beautiful. This isn't my kind of neutral palette. Even though these are cool tone neutral, I'm just not, the silver's really nice, but it's just coming in at 50 for me, okay? It is. So coming in at number 49 is Girl Cult. And Girl Cult, this, I have two palettes from Girl Cult. This one I actually enjoyed more so than the quad that I had. And it's this one right here. And of course there's no names or anything like that. And this is what it looks like. So there is a cream shadow in here, or you can use it for eyeliner if you want to. There's a sequin black matte in here that's really pretty. The multi-chrome in here is gorgeous. The formula is beautiful, but I just have better palettes in here with better formulas. So that's why it is sitting where it's sitting. So yeah. Coming in at 48 is ColourPop After Hours. I created some really beautiful looks with this palette. I just wish ColourPop would kind of get away from the pressed glitters. I've always have said this, if you do kind of like that kind of formula, ColourPop is the brand to, you know, use those types of formulas. This is so pretty, but this is, again, one of the like pressed glitter. I don't like the way this feels on my eyes, but I can tell you it is a really pretty like multi-chrome glitter. It's really, really pretty. Again, I've created some beautiful looks with this, but it's just, I have better palettes and better formulas. So yeah, ColourPop is coming in at 48 after hours. Coming in at 47 is by Cosmic Beauty, formerly known as Cosmic Brushes, and this is the Sinister palette. Again, I absolutely love Cosmic Beauty. I have pretty much all of their palettes except for a couple of them. This was their Halloween launch, I think, in 2024. So, which I didn't get it until like January of this year. And I didn't get the full collection, but this is what she's giving. And it's not because that these formulas aren't amazing. As far as Halloween palettes go, yes, but I have, again, better palettes that I kind of struggled, like, where am I going to put these? And where am I going to put this? Because I absolutely do love Cosmic Beauty's formula. And I believe their Undergrowth palette, the green grungy palette, was in my top 3 last year. So I really do love Cosmic Beauty formula, and that color story was amazing. This one caught my eye, specifically, yes, for Halloween, but again, I have better color stories. So, and this as well. This is and it's called Ghost. Kind of wish this wasn't in here, but a lot of people, especially when they got it in PR, they're like, what am I supposed to do with this? But then I think it was Pat McGrath or something like that that came out with like the gloss, and everybody was all about it, right? Well, I don't think people with mature skin or mature lids were all about that for sure. Not me. That's why Sinister is coming in at 48. But coming in at number 46 is ColourPop New Moon Twilight Saga. I loved the looks that I did with this palette. Gorgeous. Again, the pressed glitters though. I really do love this color story, but there's just other color stories and palettes that I love more. And that's why she's sitting where she is sitting. On top of the fact that, again, the pressed glitter thing. ColourPop, stop. Stop it. Okay, stop. So, yeah. Now, some of you may be shocked on this one because y'all know I love Bella Beauty Bar. But the Realm of Fairies was, needless to say, was very hard to work with. Definitely not a beginner palette, okay? There are just some shades in here. It's a monochromatic, beautiful blue and blurple palette. And this was collaboration with Sassy Fairy, influencer. The looks I created were beautiful, but there were some shades in here. There were 3 of them. One, Illusion, this one here, and this one. Now, these are foily, but for whatever reason, these were just difficult to blend out as far as, and I don't know if it was because they're so foily. I don't know. The formula just seemed a little different. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. Do you have Realm of Fairies? And if so, you know, did you find it? I mean, look at how beautiful they are swatched out. On the lid, I had a hard time with these 3 shades. Don't know. But yeah, let me know in the comments. Did you have any issues if you have it with those shades? But with Triple B, I feel like their shimmers are very emollient. And so with mature lids, some of their palettes, I do have some creasing, whatever, right? But yeah, and that's pretty much the only reason why this is, you know, sitting at 45. Coming in at 44. Is anyone shocked, especially if you've been with me for a minute, that this was going to rank low? This is by Unearthly Cosmetics, and this is their Valentine's palette, Thinking of You. Formula, again, love the formula. Shimmers are really beautiful. To me, this was just, it just wasn't for me. And I can honestly say that this is the one and only palette that I own from Unearthly Cosmetics that I will probably declutter at the end of the year. Unfortunately. It just, the color story, you know, when you see them online and people creating looks and whatnot, they look beautiful, and then you get it in hand. It really depends when you get the palette in your hands and play with it. And then, you know, on your skin tone, and start playing with it and creating a look, and you're like, you know. So, especially this one here, Cursed, I think it says Oath here. It just was lackluster for me. I don't know. It was. Not that they're not pigmented, not that they didn't blend beautifully. It just wasn't for me. So yeah, that's why she is coming in at 44. Coming in at 43 is another Unearthly Cosmetics palette, and this is the Leather and Lace. Again, love the formula, and I actually do love the color story. Just wish there were more shimmers in it. Other than that, that is really like the only reason why she is, you know, is sitting at 43. So yeah, that's all I gotta say about that. Coming in at 42 is by DEDE Signature. This is the only palette that I have from DEDE Signature, and I when I saw this, I said that is the one that I definitely want to try the formula, and this is what she's giving. This is a beautiful fall holiday palette. It really is. And of course, DEDE Signature has had, you know, multiple launches since then. I believe there's blushes as well that I would love to try at some point. The shimmers are a really beautiful formula. But again, I just have, you know, better palettes with better formulas. So that is why this is sitting where she is sitting. And this is the classic autumn palette from DEDE Signature. But I definitely want to try more formulas, more palettes from this brand. Coming in at 41 is by Chokehold Cosmetics, and the owner of Chokehold is Amanda from Unearthly Cosmetics, is her cousin. So when I heard that, you know, Chokehold was coming on board, this new indie brand, and knowing that it was, you know, Amanda's cousin, I was like, I wonder if she's going to use the same, like, lab, you know what I mean? Is it going to be similar formulas? And I truly, truly feel like they are. So the formula is gorgeous. This is the first palette thus far from Chokehold. I'm kind of hoping that, you know, they launch something new, maybe for Halloween. I don't know, but it had brushes and a lip gloss. There's a beautiful this multi-chrome in here. The shimmers, again, I feel like this, the silver is really, really pretty. And then there's a pink in here. So, you know, the three shimmers in here, you know, she does give you a multi-chrome. The mattes are silky smooth. They definitely remind me of Unearthly Cosmetics formula. So I think that they may use the same lab. Not sure, don't know. Then you have a highlighter and a blush in here. It's sitting where it's sitting at 41 because it's a face palette. Don't really reach for a lot of face palettes unless I have it like set aside or something, and I know that I'm going to be creating a look, and I'm like, okay, I can use the highlighter and the blush, and I know it's going to go with the look that I'm doing because of the color story. Packaging, y'all know I'm a package hoe. So this was gorgeous. It really was, and it came packaged amazing, so the presentation was great, but yeah, that's why she's sitting where she's sitting at 41. Coming in at 40 is another Triple B, Bella Beauty Bar. This is the Morley Gray, their Valentine palette that they launched this year. This is what she is giving. And the shimmers in here, I love the color story. I love the mauve tones and the grays in here. Again, not huge with the whole pink and everything, but mauves are really nice. But the shimmers in here, beautiful. The heart-shaped pans are really cute. But since I've been getting into DEVINAH and, you know, kind of starting my collection of singles, I kind of understand where people were coming from, where the heart pans, it's hard, you can't, you know, do anything with these. So unless Triple B comes out with another palette that has heart-shaped pans where, you know, you can switch those out with this one, kind of made no sense, but it's cute, okay? It's cute. And just as a reminder as well, any of these brands, as I go, I will pop up my affiliate code if I have one or if I received in PR as well. So yeah, Morley Gray's coming in at 40. Coming in at 39 is Twilight Whispers from DEVINAH Cosmetics. And love the packaging. Building your color story one single at a time. And I'm glad I actually started to do that. I have saved collecting singles specifically just for DEVINAH. I love my gal D. She is an amazing lady and businesswoman, and her formulas are amazing. They are clay-based, so if you have oily lids, then, you know, the longevity and so that there's no breakup would be perfect for you. My lids are very dry, dry as the Mojave Deserts. I still do use the mattes, and the looks that I've created with this palette have been really awesome. I loved that deep, dark, grungy look that I made with this color story, and the shimmers are absolutely beautiful. You can't deny DEVINAH's formulas are amazing, right? Also with the packaging, I love that Deandra puts a story. So she's got a story and it represents the art. You know what I mean? And it when you look at it, you're like, oh yeah, you know, it brings it to life even more. You know what I mean? So not because these are not great, because they are. This is so hard for me. It truly is. Oh my God, this purple. And again, here I am putting my fingers. It's gonna be a long one, y'all. Ooh, thorn shade. Like, stop it right now. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Yes. Twilight Whispers from DEVINAH Cosmetics coming in at 39. Coming in at 38 is from Blend Bunny. This is the Lure palette, so mermaid-esque. I love jewel tones. Jewel tones are my absolute joy in life, I swear. The mattes, it is the Blend Bunny mattes, and absolutely gorgeous, pigmented, blend like a dream, right? I just wish there were more shimmers in here, and to be honest, the shimmers kind of lacklustered for me. So that's why she is sitting where she is sitting at 38. Coming in at 37 is, again, Blend Bunny, and this is Plastic. Thought it was hilarious. Got the gag. The names are super freaking cute. Stop, okay? Magnetic. I wish Blend Bunny would actually continue to do smaller palettes like this. Their shimmers in this one are so much better. And the multi-chrome in here, I think there's, yeah, like very, very, very pretty. And you can still do a neutral look because there's neutrals in here as well. So I think it's versatile. But I had a great time with this. Coming in at 36, Blend Bunny, and this is the Blends palette. So there's no shimmers in here. In my opinion, Blend Bunny for me, I think their mattes are one of the top 3 in the indie beauty community, and that's just my opinion. Having this rainbow palette in my collection is a staple, and I really did think about getting, I think it's the Ellis palette, to just kind of have that to go with this as a companion, and I would never need another rainbow palette ever. If you truly want to start working with color and using your other Blend Bunny or even other brands as well, and starting out and blending, this is an amazing palette to have. So, you know, yeah, she's sitting at 36. Coming in at 35, Fantasy Cosmetica. Now, I just started investing in Fantasy Cosmetica this year, and hopefully you might have seen my video, my large Fantasy Cosmetica haul in my good news. I do have a code with them. Again, like I said, all my affiliate codes and or PR that I have received, I'll put on the screen for you. And I will also put all of these brands' websites and my code for you in the description box per usual. This one, I really struggled, y'all. I really struggled on where I wanted to put these Fantasy Cosmetica palettes because their formula is so beautiful. It is really, really good. And I know I'd heard about it for so long, for like a year. People were talking about Fantasy Cosmetica and their formulas, and I've seen the palettes and the looks and the swatches, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And it wasn't until the Monk palette that really grabbed me. And then I said, you know what? And they're such great price points as well. I couldn't help myself. But this is the Bard palette. Color Story, love Color Story, formula fine. I'm only limited to a few looks on this. So, but again, I mean, it's a 9-pan palette. This one for me, it's not because I don't like it, but out of all of my Fantasy Cosmetica, it definitely was coming, you know, in last place for me. So yeah, this one is at 35. Coming in at 34 is the Monk palette. Again, this is what she's giving. I love oranges and yellows, and I'm so glad that they did put a deep, rich kind of like brown in here, like a brick brown, to deepen up the outer corner in the crease. I've created beautiful looks with this palette, and you definitely can create a neutral look. I don't know if you might have seen the short that I have done for this palette, or on my TikTok, which my TikTok is linked on my YouTube channel page. Come on over, love to have you. It was fun. It had some marbled shades in here. The shimmers are absolutely stunning. There were other the Fantasy Cosmetica, you know, palettes I love more. So that is why the Monk palette by Fantasy Cosmetica is coming in at 34. Coming in at 33 is their more recent launch, and this is the Ranger palette. Beautiful Color Story. Y'all know I love greens, and you got greens and oranges in here. Stop it right now. Okay, and the shimmers in here are beautiful. Formula's beautiful. Created beautiful looks, but there are just some other Fantasy Cosmetica palettes that I just love the Color Story even more. If you can believe that, because I will usually always pick a green look. I've created beautiful looks with this, and I hate to even say love more or best to or worst to best. It's just so hard because these formulas on all of these palettes for the most part are just amazing. And if you have these palettes, then you absolutely know what I'm talking about. So it gets hard ranking, getting closer to the top, you know. So, but it's a beautiful palette, beautiful Color Story. Just she's sitting at 33. Coming in at 32, Fantasy Cosmetica, and this is the Rogue palette. This is like blue, gray, purple. You have this black here. It's like a charcoal black, if you will. Okay. I mean, it's this is a beautiful color story. The look that I created, because I've only, no, actually, excuse me, I created 2 looks with this palette so far, because these Fantasy Cosmetica palettes are fairly new to my collection. Again, it comes down to the next 2 palettes that I just really thoroughly enjoyed more. I'm sure once I start playing with these palettes even further and getting creative with them, I think it would be so hard for me to rank them afterwards, but this is where the Rogue palette is sitting at 32. Coming in at 31, again, Fantasy Cosmetica, and this is the Wizard palette. Beautiful color story. And the looks that I created with this were so beautiful. I love blue and yellow together, or yellow and purple is just really pretty combination, and contrasting colors is just really gorgeous. This is so pretty. This multi-chrome in here is freaking gorge. Pigmented, like, it's just a gorgeous palette. I'm gonna sound like a broken record here. I think you could probably guess what's coming in at number 30, which is going to be the Harvest of Souls. I'm more limited because, again, it's a 9-pan versus this one where I can create more looks. Gorgeous, absolutely loved. And I can't wait to continue to play with all of my Fantasy Cosmetica palettes, but Wizard is coming in at 31. 30 is Harvest of Souls. Here's what she's giving. This green, oh, whew. I always love these colors. This color right here, so fun. The neon yellows and greens, I have always said, are so fun to put in an eye look, on the inner corner, on the brow, whatever, to incorporate. I love this color story. I think it's beautiful. Again, oh. I mean, these are so, like, still really new to my collection. And so, yeah, I think that if I've had them longer, they may have ranked a little bit higher, but it is what it is. So, yeah, she is coming in at 30, Fantasy Cosmetica Harvest of Souls. Coming in at 29. Oh, wow, we're already at 29. Glamlight. The Twilight Saga Breaking Dawn Part 1. And this is the Edward palette. Packaging, 20 out of 10, okay? Stop it. Don't play with me. Like, this, I always love Glamlight's packaging. As you can see behind me, I'm a very big Glamlight fan. Was a little repetitive, okay? We've had so many reds and grays, and here's what she's giving. Is it slightly different than what they have done? Yes, there's always going to be a slight difference. The formula, this is the good formula. Definitely the amazing Glamlight formula. The shimmers, the beautiful like, they're so beautiful. Matte's gorgeous. The red, the black, like, I understand it definitely fits, like, the whole vampire, you know, the theming of it. And of course, Glamlight has now turned into, like, this horror themed indie brand, I guess. And they do quite well on TikTok. And I understand that. I really do wish I knew them when they did the whole foodie theme. Would love to see Miss Giselle kind of come back to her roots with that. I would love to see the packaging that she would come up with now that they are so much bigger and have a bigger budget. Like, yeah, a little repetitive. 28 is Team Woofy. I've always been Team Woofy, okay? And it was a little different than we normally see from Glamlight. Yeah, I guess my kitty wants to come in and join us, so if you hear her, that's just like, hey, bitch, pay attention to me. Again, packaging, the whole thing. I got the PR box kit and everything, and it was just absolutely gorgeous. I really truly loved this palette more so than the Edward palette. Here she is, and this is what she's giving. Again, amazing formula. The shimmers in here are really beautiful. It's a beautiful neutral, it makes sense, a beautiful neutral palette with like the pop of greens in here. So neutral gals, definitely check this one out. But I've created some beautiful looks, neutral look and a green look in here. So yeah, but again, I have palettes that I just played with more and reached for more. And that's why this one is sitting where it is. Coming in at 27 by Ensley Rain. These were so friggin' cute. I really do wish that Ensley Rain kind of continued the full year. I do have all of these, and this is the Woodland Creatures collection, and this is What the Fox. I ranked the other two last year. A little limited. That's all. The reason why it's sitting where it's sitting. Formula, I absolutely love Ensley Rain formula. And her shimmers, multi-chrome specialty shades, friggin' stop it. I do love the color story. I've created beautiful looks with this palette. And when I first got it, I reached for it quite often. But I'm just limited. And that's the only reason why she is sitting at 27. So this is What the Fox by Ensley Rain. Coming in at 26 from Nomad Cosmetics, and this is Chamonix Après-Ski. And I did receive this in PR, and I was actually really blown away by the beautiful looks that I created with this. It's a muted pastel wintry dream is what this is. This is so beautiful. This shimmer with the green in it, and this one here that has like, it's a like multi, but she's got this purple pink in her. Just gorgeous. And here's where things are gonna get hard, where I may not be able to keep my fingers out of palettes. But I think that that is just gorgeous. And the green shimmer, I had so much fun in the beautiful looks that I created with this. And when they told me, they're like, well, it's a little bright. And I'm like, okay. But when I got it, I'm like, no, this is not that bright. And it's actually just a beautiful color story and versatile. But again, comes down to just, there are other formulas and color stories that I just reach for more. And yeah, that's why she's sitting at 26. From Nomad Cosmetics, Chamonix Après-Ski. Now, y'all might be surprised at this one, but this is just my opinion, okay? Not that it is a bad palette, because it is not. Coming in at 25, Dead Roses by Triple B, Bella Beauty Bar. Pink. And when I saw, yes, it does have the purples, and I mainly did get it because there was the purples and the burgundies in here, more so than this top row up here. And of course, because of the banging, friggin' beautiful multi-chromes and specialty shades, okay? It is a gorgeous palette. But again, probably won't reach for it all that much unless I really want a deep purple look. Then I definitely will pull this out. Again, like the specialty shades in here, like this one right here, y'all, is crazy. Crazy, right? This one here. But again, there's just other palettes that I'm, you know, gonna grab for. Like that is freaking craziness right there. That is Bella Beauty Bar, Dead Roses, and she's coming in at 25. And I did forget to mention, I'm sorry, I did kind of receive that in PR. TikTok shop kind of thing, where you can get sample for video. So it's like, it's considered PR. So it's actually a refundable kind of thing now, but before it wasn't. I just wanted to let you know that about Dead Roses. But coming in at number 24 is by Cosmic Beauty, and this is the Lovers palette. I love the packaging. I love the fact this was their Valentine's Day launch this year, and it was the last palette that they've launched. However, I have seen that Cosmic Beauty is cooking something up, and I'm not too sure, but I think that they may have something coming. So be on the lookout for that. But I think this is great. The Lovers, it's like tarot card, right? And this is what she is giving. And I love the fact that they still keep their packaging the same, but yet different when they do, you know, different collections, which I think is great. But they still store nicely. Do you know what I mean? Beautiful color story. Again, even though there's this pink quad up here, this is more mauve-y. A mauve-y kind of pink. I just could not stop using this when I first got it. It took me 2 days, y'all, with 51 palettes to figure out, like, really, even though they are set where they sit, I love them all. And it's just a matter of fact of which ones which ones did I grab for the most, you know, and play and was excited. But this one I did. I couldn't stop playing with it for a while. But there are other palettes in here that actually beat this one too. I love Cosmic Beauty's formula. Their shimmers, they're beautiful. And the price point, can't beat it. And they are in the UK. So again, this is the Lovers palette by Cosmic Beauty. Yeah. Coming in at 23, Nomad Cosmetics, the Fairy Tale Europe. Packaging is gorgeous. And the castle is like raised. The color story is really beautiful. You have 2 rows of shimmers and then a row of neutral colors to choose from. And I just think that this is a beautiful spring summer palette. Y'all know, if you've been with me for a minute, I don't do the whole trends. I wear what I want to wear when I want to wear it. But for calling a spring or a summer kind of palette, this is really beautiful. I created some really beautiful looks with this, and I think it was really smart that they kind of did this though. I don't know, let me know in the comments. Do you guys have this palette? And if so, what did you think? You know, have you created some beautiful looks with it? Because I really, really enjoyed this palette. Again, I just have other palettes that I reached for more. So yeah, I'm excited to continue to play with her. And especially like when you're doing ranking and you're pulling out all your palettes and you get to see ones that you haven't played with for a bit and you're like, oh, and you remember back on the looks that you created with them. And so yeah, so I'm super excited to pull her back out. But yeah, she is sitting at 23. Coming in at 22, Unearthly Cosmetics, and this is Devour. When I tell you the dark, grungy looks that I created with this palette, ooh, gorge, absolutely gorge. The shimmers in here, it is the Unearthly Cosmetics formula that we all know and love, okay? And I fell in love with this palette. But again, I sound like a broken record, okay? Just more palettes that I used more than this one. The shimmers in here though are really, really beautiful. So yeah, this is Devour from Unearthly Cosmetics. Did y'all see this coming? Coming in at 21. This is Fall Magic Unearthly Cosmetics. Beautiful, beautiful color story. Again, could have did without the pink here, but that's just me. But this is still on me, on my skin tone. Still comes out to be a little more mauve-y. You know what I mean? I mean, it's pink, yes, but not like bam, in your face pink. It's more mauve-y pink in my opinion. That was the only thing that held me from getting this palette for waited on it for so long. But again, gorgeous color story. Definitely can see fall in it. You got these grungy colors over here, And then you still can do a neutral look. It's very versatile. And love the purple. And this quad over here. And this quad, so fun. Love Fall Magic. All right, y'all, we are at the top 20. And when I tell you that this was so hard, but here we go. And this is by Unearthly Cosmetics, and this is Lore. And when I saw this, I had slept on it for quite some time. I love this color story. And the orange look that I created with this was so, so beautiful in my opinion. The green shimmer in here and this like turquoisey one, really, really beautiful, of course. Pigmented, you know, blend like a dream. I just really, really love this color story. And for a 9-pan palette, I reach for this quite often. Again, I struggled. Where do I want to put this? Because we're in the top 20. But this is where she's sitting. But this is really, really gorgeous. Gorgeous color story, gorgeous formula. Y'all know I love Unearthly Cosmetics. Coming in at 19, Unearthly Cosmetics Murky Meadow. I did receive this in PR from Unearthly, and I did get all sorts of sappy and teared up and everything because Unearthly Cosmetics is one of my favorite indie brands. And so it was a surprise completely. Did not know I was getting this, and then I received a notification from Root, hey, you have an order from Unearthly. I'm like, no, I didn't, because I didn't order anything. And I looked on my account and I was like, oh my God, they are sending me PR. Could not believe this. And I truly had a blast. Another 9-pan palette that I played with for quite some time and is a beautiful color story. Again, with this color that I always think is so friggin' fun. It is just so fun. And it's so pigmented. And yes, colors like this I have to build up. But when they're pigmented like this, in and on my skin tone, being this pigmented, I didn't have to build it up all that much. But I was so grateful to get this in PR. And yeah, just like with Nomad and any other of the brands that sent me PR. This is Unearthly Cosmetics, and this is Murky Meadow. Yeah, love, beautiful. Coming in at number 18, another Unearthly Cosmetics, and this is Sorcerer Smoke. Now, you neutral gals, you will love this. If you have this, please do let me know in the comments. This is a neutral dream, but it's still leaning a little on the grungy, but not too heavily. I love the fact with this orange matte, and yeah, you've got this light pea green matte, so it's still sitting a little grungy, but it's definitely neutral. Can make beautiful smoky looks with this palette. Shimmers, mattes, beautiful. But again, I'm just going to continue to sound like a broken record. But she's sitting at 18. Number 17, Ensley Rain, the other woodland creatures. And this is Hedgehog. And this is what she's giving. Love, love this 6-pan. I played with this so much. Love yellow. Yellow and purple, y'all. And then you've got yellow and this mauve, and to use this with this purple to deepen up. Just, it's limiting, yes, but again, can use this companion palette. The multi-chrome, my God, the shimmers in here, y'all. Look. But are we really doubting Ensley Rain's, like, specialties and shimmers? I mean, stop it. You know what I mean? Just gorgeous. So she is sitting at 17. Number 16, Nomad Cosmetics Jewel Tones. I really had a hard time. Had a very hard time where I wanted to place this. The packaging. This is like laser cut. I've never seen anything like this. I don't have anything like this in my collection at all. I sat on this palette for quite some time. It is an older palette. But this is just gorgeous. This is Royal Europe, and these shimmers down here This shimmer here, this is crazy. And this beautiful turquoise one, or blue. I mean, I'm just gonna swatch these because I have to. I love jewel tones. I love jewel tones. I really debated on putting this in top 10. It got real hard. Let me do these here. Mattes, gorgeous. Didn't have any problems with blending. Nomad, I love their formula. Just love the jewel tones. And again, the looks I created with it were amazing. But yeah, this is the Royal Europe by Nomad Cosmetics. Coming in at 15, recent launch by ENSLEY Rain, Whispering Woods. I did get the face palette as well, which is in here, which is the blusher. I'll just show it to you just in case you did not see my video on this. It has 3 powder blushes and a cream blush and 2 highlighters. Gorgeous, gorgeous. I love ENSLEY Rain's blush formula, and their highlighters are just beautiful, in my opinion. So I definitely was like, yeah, I'm getting this bundle here, and I love the way they did this, that this is matte and then the glossy accent, that the trees are kind of, it just makes it pop. And that's the back. Packaging is gorgeous. Here's what she is giving. And this multi-chrome is wild. It is freaking wild. This green, and this was a marbled one here, and this one's a little foily, so I'm just gonna be careful with her. Whew. The looks though that I created, oh my goodness gracious. If you get a chance to grab this, don't sleep on this palette. Okay, it is beautiful. Summer and fall palette, if you go by that. Gorgeous. And this is by ENSLEY Rain, their newest launch, Whispering Woods. Gorge. Coming in at 14, Bella Beauty Bar, their newest launch recently, and this is Green Goddess. The only reason why this is sitting where it is sitting, here is what she is giving. Love this. To be honest, why not just do a monochromatic green? I don't mind having the neutrals in here, like these here. I don't really think we needed these. I think we could have had a couple more greens. It's called Green Goddess, right? So I really feel like if we could have gotten rid of, you know, these 2 shades and just put in 2 more greens, absolutely probably would have ranked so high for me. Yeah. Gorgeous shimmers, specialties in here. Absolutely freaking stunning. But come on now, it's triple B, y'all. Right? Absolutely beautiful. And she will be being pulled out as well so that I can play with her some more. So yeah, coming in at 14, triple B Green Goddess. Coming in at 13, is Agate Temptation by Singe Beauty. Y'all know how much I love and adore Angelica Nyquist and her brand Singe Beauty. And I thoroughly enjoyed playing with this palette. And I know if I want to create a green and orange look out of my collection, it's all right here. I believe, in my opinion, that she upped the matte formula. Just my opinion. They're even more creamier and smoother, the mattes in here, than Galactic Visitor, which I also do have, and it is in this ranking, of course. This is gorgeous. Green heaven. And I struggled, really struggled, but again, I don't have to say it. So yeah, this is Agate Temptation. I have to. Again, this chartreuse kind of neon greeny, like so fun, so pigmented. You've got this multi, and she's got a hollow in here. Absolutely beautiful. Just beautiful. So yeah, Agate Temptation from Singe Beauty. Coming in at number 12, and I know some of y'all are gonna come for me. Ensley Rain Harvest Moon. Now again, if you've been with me for a minute, I just acquired Harvest Moon and Groovy Garden, so I hadn't played with them too much. Doesn't matter, Groovy Garden, it's in here, and it's ranking higher because even though Harvest Moon has, oh my god, the freaking specialty, the multi-chromes in here, the shimmers in here are insane. Insane. I just wish there was a couple of lighter mattes to blend with. They're all dark mattes down here. I just wish she would have gave us just 2 lighter mattes so that you could use as transition or to blend. If you go down, you've got to look for each row, right? Putting this in the crease, throwing both of the shimmers on the lid, what have you. You know, but I'm more apt to do not just that, use anywhere from 2 to 3 to 6 shadows with my looks. So yeah, I mean, for a quick one and done or 2 and done, absolutely. But yeah, she's sitting at 12, and I'll definitely swatch some of these. Absolutely. This shade blew my fucking mind, and it's Ghost Moon. This turned colors on me, freaked me out when I did the video that I did for this with DEVINAH shimmers. And I'm like, wait, it just was one color in the pan and then completely turned a different color on me as soon as I put my finger on it, and was like, what the hell's going on? And it kind of does remind me of one of the DEVINAH multi-chromes that she has. I believe it's called Midnight Sun. Not identical, because DEVINAH's is on a black base, and then there's that cranberry. This one, it's just gorgeous. Okay, no doubt about it that the shimmers in here are absolutely phenomenal. The mattes are amazing. Ensley Rain, in my opinion, is in that category of the top 3 mattes and shimmers in the indie beauty community, in my opinion. So yeah, she's coming in at 12, Harvest Moon by Ensley Rain. Coming in at 11, and this was hard. I almost had her at 10. I truly did. This is by Gourmande Girls. This is my second palette from Gourmande Girls, and I am so happy that I decided to jump on and invest in Gourmande Girls. The formula, oh my god, and the shimmers are beautiful. This is Silent Night. I want to say that this was a Christmas palette that came with 2023 or last year. I don't quote me on that. I can't remember. I apologize. Blue and yellow. Blue and yellow, but you have neutrals in here. It is versatile. It is beautiful. And the looks that I have created, I've done tutorials with you guys, I've done TikTok, and the views and the amount of comments that I received, it's one of my highest videos on my TikTok using this palette. I'm gonna swatch this and then this really beautiful gold and this one here. Hoo-hoo. Look at that. Just when I see that, it reminds me of snow. Glistening, with the sun glistening on the snow. Boy, I miss my mountains in Vermont. I really do. I don't miss the freezing temperatures, however, but I do miss my mountains. So yes, this is by Gourmande Girls, Silent Night. Do you guys have this palette? And if you do, let me know in the comments. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous palette, and I am super excited to have this in my collection. We are at the top 10, y'all. We are at the top 10. I think that it's fun, but it's so hard because I don't like to say like least to best or any of that, you know, because these formulas are so amazing. And each and every palette that I've played with here, I've had a blast doing. I've had a blast creating, and the formulas have been so beautiful. The shimmers and the looks that I've created have been so amazing. In 10th place, Bella Beauty Bar, and this is Secret Garden. I did receive this one in PR on TikTok as well. You have so many options. There's the beautiful jewel tones in here. This is spring, this is summer, this is fall, in all year round again. But I'm saying if you do that whole trend thing, definitely a beautiful spring and summer palette. You have your neutrals. I could have done without the whole pinky thing here, but I get it. And then the greens, the different tones of greens, and then the earthy greens and the multi-chromes in here. Nuts, okay? Only thing pulling this really at 10, there are some in here that are like just above it, is because it's so big. It's a big palette. I really don't need to have such a huge palette, but at the same time, I mean, I love to have options, right? Who doesn't? Who doesn't want to have options? We are at the 10th spot, so I'm gonna do more swatching. And this one, let's do this goldy one here, this gold green. Stop. Just stop it. Absolutely stunning. Stunning, stunning, stunning. So yes, Secret Garden from Bella Beauty Bar. She is coming in at number 10. Coming in at 9th place is Groovy Garden by ENSLEY. And this is what she's giving. Absolutely gorgeous, gorgeous fall palette. New to my collection, older palettes, yes. I've used this twice. This green, these two greens, this green and this here. I love the fact that there is 2 rows of mattes in this one and a row of shimmers, you know, multi-chromes, whatnot. Kind of wish there was a mirror, but again, not a big deal. Personal preference, right? I love the deep, rich colors in this. Again, ENSLEY formula. And I know in this ranking, there's only like a few brands, right? Like 5 brands in total, I think, 5 or 6 maybe. So I don't have like a complete variety of different brands, but it's the brands that I absolutely know and love and definitely, you know, have invested in. And so I know their formulas, and that's hence why I'm investing, because I absolutely love them and I love the brand, the aesthetics, especially ENSLEY. So this is just a gorgeous palette, and I can't wait to continue to play with her more. But I knew just looking at the color story, I love the color story, and the green look and the cranberry look that I made with created with this is freaking, I just thought it was absolutely beautiful in my opinion. So I'm gonna swatch a few out of here to show you, like, whew. And if you have this palette, then you already know. Look at that. Just so gorge. Groovy Garden. She's sitting at number 9. Number 8. This is Cosmic Dreamer. This is a gorgeous palette. It's a gorgeous palette. The jewel tones, kind of odd shaped mirror. Didn't really care for that. Personal preference, not a big deal. Love the artwork on it, regardless of what it was, right? But the jewel tones in here, and the grungy colors that are in here, best of both worlds that I absolutely love. So, you know, the looks that I created with this have been just so beautiful. mattes blend beautifully, pigmented, but not so pigmented you can't move it. This black sequin matte has, as you can see, the blue shimmer in it. I use sequin mattes in the corner. If it's like a really light sequin matte, something that you're gonna put like in the crease, it's probably gonna get blended away. Let me know in the comments, do you have Cosmic Dreamer? Because she's a gorge. I have shimmer, I shit you not, like foils all over my legs and on my chair. It is craziness right now. And I'll get heavier with the swatching when we kind of get to the top 5. Let me see in here, this green, this lime green, and this multi-chrome pink up here, and this beautiful like blue right here. Oh, goodness gracious. So gorgeous, absolutely beautiful. Cosmic Dreamer by Ensley Rain, sitting at number 8. Coming in at number 7, it is Snow Moon by Ensley Rain. I did receive this in PR. This actually sold out, I think, within a couple of days after launch. Everybody really wanted this palette, and I can see why. This beautiful like midnight blue shimmer. I don't even know. But it's absolutely stunning. And this Frozen Aura. And let's do Winter Halo and Frosted Glow. And then we have these two here, but that is a blinding silver. Hello, blinding silver. The looks I created with this palette. I really did struggle with between Wolf Moon and Snow Moon on placing them. Like that hollow chrome right there. But this just absolutely blinding silver. It's like silver, blue silver. It's crazy. Okay, it's crazy. This is one of my favorite palettes. This one and Snow Wolf Moon are definitely one of my favorite palettes. You can see that she has a lot of love, and I played with this quite a bit when I first got it. Again, from here on out, I just struggled. I struggled, and I was just like, you know what? If I don't do this, I'm gonna end up changing it, and I just need to do this. Here she is, and this is Snow Moon by Ensley Rain. Gorgeous, and I love the whole elven thing. Beautiful, love it. Coming in at number 6, y'all. We're almost at the top 5. This was so close. This was so close. Singe Beauty Galactic Visitor. This was Angie's first palette, and it sucked I couldn't grab it when she launched it towards the end of last year, but I grabbed it in January of this year. Beautiful color story. The yellow, you can definitely see Angie in here, like with her color stories that she loves, and the colors that she likes to use are a lot of what I really enjoy and like to use as well. So I know any kind of palette that she comes out with, I know is going to be like right up my alley. The yellow, you've got these beautiful burgundy and this brick brown burgundy color, the blues, this beautiful minty color that she absolutely loves. And this yellow, it's pigmented, and on me, of course, you know, it's buildable, doesn't just disappear. Look at that, even when I blend it. Same with the minty green. That definitely had a lot to decipher between a lot of like with the pastel-y palettes and stuff as well. And she has multi-chrome and a hollow in here as well. this one here, this one, and this one. And that blue is absolutely gorgeous as well. Let's do the blue. The looks I created with this palette were absolutely stunning, in my opinion. And I was absolutely blown away that Angie and Singe Beauty, they asked me, is it okay if we use this on our feed? The video that I posted on TikTok. And I'm like, oh my gosh, absolutely. So my video is on the Singe Beauty TikTok page. So hopefully you can go check that out and show it some love. I'd appreciate it. But I was blown away and I was so honored. So honored. So not that Angie, you'll ever see this, but thank you so much for doing that. And I'm so happy that you loved that look because I love this palette. All right, we are at the top 5 already, finally, right? I cannot believe it. And this is, I thought the top 10 was hard. Top 5 was really hard. Coming in at number 5 is Wolf Moon by Ensley Rain. You knew, right? You knew. Here's what she's giving. Beautiful color story. It has the grays. Love the packaging, the wolves with the elven, the wolf woman behind it with the moon and the wolves. I love wolves, okay? I do. So the packaging kind of sold me anyways. I did receive this in PR as well, from Ensley Rain. The multi-chrome in here, but it's Ensley Rain, y'all, you know. And then this beautiful, like, silver white. Now, these are kind of foily, so I gotta make sure. Just look at that. And I want this blue, like this steel gray blue shimmer. Of course, it's on my pinky, so it's not like the best swatch, but it's just gorgeous. I'm sorry about my leather chair. It's like squeak, 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 squeak. But just beautiful. Again, looks I created with this. Chef's kiss. Neutral. You can create neutral looks. It's versatile. Absolutely stunning palette. So, yeah. Wolf Moon at number 5. Coming in at number 4. I don't know if you thought you might see this coming, right? Blend Bunny Beauty Below. The packaging, y'all. I mean, I think this is the best packaging, in my opinion, that Blend Bunny has ever done. She is a little weighty, magnetic. There's the back. And this is like the dark siren sister to Lure, right? That one is more bright. The shimmers in that were nothing compared to this palette. The looks that I created with this were so beautiful. Please do check out my YouTube channel, all of these videos, and on my TikTok as well. The looks that I've created with every single one of these palettes. So, and if you're new and you haven't subscribed, hopefully you do, and give this video a huge thumbs up, and comment, say hi. Please do share because it does help out my channel. And if you do, thank you so much. But yeah, I mean, this is a gorgeous palette, and it is deep, dark, mysterious, but jewel tones, but they're deeper. And so, yeah, we are definitely swatching out of here. It's so gorge. And this blue, and the shimmers in here are really good, are really nice. Definitely compared to Lure. They're definitely upping their shimmer game. And this purple, and then this one up here. Gorgeous. Again, like mattes pigmented. Look at that beautiful, gorgeous blue. I use that blue in a few of the looks because I played with this so much when I first got it. Beauty below. Can you believe it? We are at the top 3. Can you guess what the #1 palette is? Or even what my top 3 are? Let me know in the comments what you think. Third, Ensley Rain, Lighten Your Eyes. Not only do I love the packaging, but I love the story behind it. 2 best friends, the owner wanted to create a collection and a palette for her friend, and there is a song that goes with that. I think it's by Talking Heads. It's just gorgeous. This, I can't. And the color story. This is a neutral dream, but on top of it, it still has pop of color. So it is so versatile. And when I got this, I think I played with it for like 3 weeks. I couldn't stop. I couldn't put it down. And that would have been a freaking disaster. Oh my God. But of course, the multi-chromes, the holochromes in here, the mattes, so rich, pigmented, blend beautifully. Everything plays so nicely together. It is just a beautiful color story. I just knew that this was gonna either be in my top 3 or my top 5 for sure. Like here's the, this is so blinding. Just gonna spread that out a little bit. Gorgeous. And this one over here. And this one. I'm also gonna do this like beautiful like taupey brown. It's just really, really unique. It's really pretty and I love it. And these are a little, they're foily, so I'm gonna have foils on my chair and my jeans, I'm sure. And I gotta turn up my AC because it is warm. Isn't that beautiful? It is absolutely stunning. If you don't have this palette, I highly, highly recommend it. It is a beautiful color story, as you can see. And again, the looks I created with her, they were beautiful in my opinion. So, yep, number 3, Lighten Your Eyes by Ensley Rain. Number 2, second is by Gourmande Girls. This was my first palette from Gourmande Girls, and this is what she's giving. Jewel tones. My heart skips a beat for jewel tones, as y'all know. And the looks I created, I was so happy and excited when I swatched this, when I created the looks and I posted it on TikTok, and the comments that I had received, and people were asking me, oh my God, where can I get this palette? And who's the indie brand? And yes, between this and the #1 palette, very, very hard, very hard, because this is a new indie brand to me that I'm investing in, and this is my first palette, and of course Silent Night was my second palette, and it blew me away. And formula is absolutely beautiful. Mattes, pigmented, blend like a dream. Everything plays well together, cohesive, bright, beautiful. Love, absolutely love Gourmande Girls formula. absolutely beautiful. And so this is Call of the Sirens by Gourmande Girls. I highly, highly recommend this one as well. If you don't have it, what are you doing? It's beautiful. Beautiful summer palette as well. So yeah, coming in at 2, Gourmande Girls, Call of the Sirens. So, have you guessed it? It is what I used to create this one-eye look right here. Do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? Of course you do. Come on now. Coming in at number 1 is Bella Beauty Bar Ocean Jewel. The packaging, first of all, like, stop it right now. This color story, this beautiful jewel tone gem stunning palette, I haven't stopped creating with it. I keep going back to it time and time and time again, and the looks again that I've created, absolutely beautiful. This one, in my opinion, I think is absolutely beautiful. Bella Beauty Bar mattes, beautiful. These, I believe I mentioned it in my video, one of my videos, how creamy these mattes are, and did they kind of step up even further with this palette, their matte formula, because these, to me, in my opinion, and I know Triple B's formula, I'm just curious, so let me know in the comments, do you think that they may have just upped their formula even more? I mean, they just feel more creamier than normal. Not patchy, blended beautifully, pigmented, especially for these beautiful like neon pastel-y colors. Again, on my skin tone, have to build up, but didn't have a problem building them up. And if I wanted to use a white base, I could. And it's not thick, so it doesn't look too, well, let's face it, I'm 50. So I do have mature skin, mature lids, so this formula isn't thick or anything, so to put it on a white base, it doesn't look crusty or anything like that, you know what I mean? Just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I am going to swatch like this multi-chrome here, this purple craziness, and that's what I had put right here. And then, so I used this purple, this in the kind of like the crease, this on the outer corner and to deepen up, and then also took Sea Glass on the inner corner here and out here, put Mother of Pearl on the inner corner and on the brow bone. Usually I don't do shimmer on the inner corner, but I've been enjoying it as of late. And then Nautilus. This is so, so pretty, especially when you pair it with Mother of Pearl on the lid. It's just crazy beautiful. And that's what I did. These two together, I mean, I can't. It's just, I went gaga. I still go gaga over this palette. I'm gonna swatch all the shimmers because it deserves it. Here is Mother of Pearl. And this one is Shark's Eye, Nacrat. This Colorful Moon. And then the last two shimmers, and there is a sequin matte in here. It's called Jellyfish, and it's like a ocean, deep ocean blue here, navy blue. And this one more is like a midnight blue. And then these two shimmers here. This is Abalone and Oyster. And this palette, as you can see, has got a lot of love. And will continue to for the rest of the summer, the rest of the year. So yeah, Bella Beauté Bar, Triple B as I call them. Banger Ocean Jewel. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoyed the ranking. Again, if you're new, hopefully you subscribe. Give this video a big thumbs up. Please do share, comment, say hi. It truly does help out my channel. Again, I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope to see you on the next one. So with that, till next time.